to the current lockdown environment, children are being confined often with very limited stimulation, and this is sadly far more true for orphaned and vulnerable children. Occupational therapist Marilize Botha, who has a passion for early childhood development through play at SOS Children's Village, head of fundraising, Mandy Spies, now join us on the line to chat about the Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project and the huge impact that limited access to educational toys, to books and games has on an orphaned and vulnerable child. Very good morning. Welcome, ladies.
Good morning. Thank you.
Mandy, maybe I'll start with you. What was the impact of being a beneficiary of last year's Cadbury Dairy Milk Generosity Initiative? How did the children feel receiving these amazing gifts of childhood?
When you come from a scenario when you're admitted into care and you have absolutely nothing, a gift that is given to you is just a wonderful sense of comfort. It makes you feel at home, because when a child comes into care, they've been removed from the environment. And they come to us with a lot of sadness. They have a lot of anger sometimes. And it's a transition for them to come into care. Strange environment, new people. Although we create a family-like environment for them, when they have access to these toys, books, and games that were so very generously donated, they are able to grow as little people. What I've seen from my experience from being in a village for almost 20 years is the amazing transition that can happen when you first admit a child into care and they've been with us for a number of months, and you see the huge improvement, you see the growth, you see the development.
Very much building off that, Marilize, you obviously work in communities where children have to deal with the reality that I think few of us could scarcely imagine, with very limited access to educational toys, to books, to games, all these essential tools. In your experience, why is facilitating play so important, especially in those disadvantaged communities?
Through play, children develop more than just the social interaction, but also the other necessary skills. Mandy mentioned the social interaction, but through play they learn how to share, how to do conversations, but more than that, the gross motor, fine motor, as well as the planning skills that they learn is the foundation of their early development and then their success in school. So if we look at that, through play, we actually give them so much more than just the interaction, but the foundational skills that they need later in life is so important. So we're actually giving them a gift for their future.
And we see this now, with some schools being closed, no volunteers are allowed to visit, and, the added stress on care workers. What are some of the challenges that you see, especially over this period, for the children under your care?
Our caregivers, or our SOS mothers, our childcare workers, have been stretched. Normally they were allowed to move in and out the village to be able to visit their own families, and during lockdown we could not do that. The challenges for the children that they care for within the SOS village has also been quite a big challenge. Firstly, they've noticed that the children eat a lot more because they're indoors, and keeping them entertained, making sure that when you have a house, a SOS house with other SOS brothers and sisters right next door, and you want to go play and visit, and that's not allowed, that's difficult to explain to little ones to understand.
Why is facilitating, because you can't force it, it has to be created, an environment that is conducive, that has opportunities in particular to allow children to play under your care?
We've been able to use the toys, books and games that were donated within our family home environment. So we have 8 villages across South Africa, which means we have about between 80 and 90 family homes that are operational. So we're looking at 800 children across the ages, from very little up to young adults. And it has given us the opportunity to be able to supply these children with activities, age-related, that could stimulate and help them. In our safe parks that we have created, we now have a space where we can utilize toys, books and games for our children under supervised care of trained childcare workers and community volunteers. And on top of that, we would like to see digital skills also being included and having our children access technology, because that is where the future lies.
Definitely. Inclusion in a very modern digital era. Love that.
And Marilize, maybe you can add on to that. What results have you seen in terms of, play aiding children's development within the workshops you run? And why do you guys both maybe think that initiatives like the Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project are so important for the kids?
Play is actually such an amazing medium to get into a child's world. And Mandy mentioned language, but what is amazing, if you can connect with a child in a play environment, you actually take him out of his situation into a safer world, a world where the things of his real life is a little bit on the background, and you can connect with him on a different language if they are engaged in your play. So through play, you can actually access a safe environment to let them grow. And that's what this project is so amazing, because at the moment we can't really give our time or go somewhere, but you can just walk into the shop and buy a chocolate. So Cadbury Dairy Milk is really making it easy for the community to actually contribute in this situation.
Ladies, I'm going to send you both massive virtual hugs, virtual pats on the back for the incredible work that you do. I'm a new parent, a relatively kind of young family, and I'm in awe of the work that you're doing every day. So thank you for fighting that good fight, and all the best of luck for the remainder of lockdown especially.
Thank you.
So here's how you guys at home can get involved for a limited time. When you purchase a Cadbury Dairy Milk variant that's wrapped in that special edition sleeve, you'll be contributing towards a R1 million donation of those essential educational toys, books and games to orphaned and vulnerable children across South Africa.
Absolutely. All you have to do is to find out more about how to be part of making a difference with the Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project. All you have to do is by visiting www.cadbury.co.za/generosity and follow them on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram with the hashtag Glass and a Half.
Every bar purchased contributes towards toys for orphans. There's a glass and a half in everyone.